You've consumed enough. It's time to start creating. I know you've seen plenty of guys traveling the world, driving fast cars, getting girls, living the life, and you want the same type of lifestyle. Let's be honest here. Yet, you're stuck in this shitty life where you wake up sleep deprived every day to go to school or a job you hate because that's what society told you should be doing. But deep down you know, there is a different type of life that awaits you if you just have the balls to go and grab it. I'm here to tell you that you've consumed enough videos, books, articles, podcasts, interviews, and now it's your turn to start creating. If it's the first time we meet, my name is Fred, and I've made thousands of dollars in profit per day by selling passive online courses and high-ticket coaching programs, and I help ambitious people like you to do the same. So if you want me to personally teach you how I've made thousands of dollars of profit per day, click the link in the description below. I've made a free video which explains everything in detail, and you can also apply for a free strategy call with me. You won't be talking to a sales rep, so you can maybe get the opportunity to join my paid program. The thing I really want you to understand is that all the people whose life you envy on social media, if you're not blind, you realize all of them got very, very rich by making content, building a brand, and selling their audience a course or a high-ticket coaching program. So if you're honest with yourself, you already know this deep down, don't you? Nowadays, the easiest and the quickest way to make money online and to make $10,000 a month in profit, all the way up to literally hundreds of thousands of dollars a month in profit, that's multiple millions per year, is literally to make social media on a topic of your choosing. It could be an interest you have or your passion. You build an audience around it by giving free value to people, exactly what I'm doing with these videos, and then you sell your audience a course which can be sold passively, or what we call a high-ticket coaching program. You can choose to do one-to-one coaching at first, group coaching, or even you sell a course with a weekly coaching call, for example. Just think about this for a second. All the people that you look up to on social media, what do they all have in common? They're building a personal brand, they're making content, and that's how they're able to make millions before they even turn 30 years old. No other career in the entire world allows you to achieve these kinds of crazy things so young, to gain power, status, achievement, and to make millions while only working 5 to 15 hours a week maximum. Yet you're still here thinking, maybe I need to do dropshipping or print on demand or Amazon FBA or affiliate marketing. What you've got to understand is that not every business opportunity is equal. Some opportunities will make you way more money than others, and they will be way easier than others. One of the first business models I got started with personally, it was dropshipping. So around 2019, 2020, when I was in high school with my best friend, we decided to start a Shopify store. So we followed the advice of the gurus because it was the most popular business model of the time. Everybody and their grandmother was making videos about it on the internet. And deep down, to be perfectly honest with you, I knew that dropshipping wasn't the business model for me. Because what's the concept really? You get some cheap garbage products from Wish or AliExpress, and then you're supposed to make a pretty website with Shopify, and then you run some Facebook ads to your page, and then you get sales. Just like that. It's that easy. So I did everything I was told. I spent weeks studying the competition to find what they called a winning product, meaning a product that was in high demand, it was a popular product, and it was supposed to sell like hotcakes. And I found a winning product. At the time, it was a flat squeeze mop. Now I know it can sound a bit funny, but really at that time, a flat squeeze mop was a popular dropshipping product, and not that many people were selling it. So I quickly built my store once I found the product, I list it on my site, etc. Everything's ready to go. Then I create some quick ads with the few pictures and videos I can find of the product on AliExpress, and then I click launch on the campaign. And it was around 7 p.m, so I had to go have dinner with my parents. And I remember this moment particularly because it was a summer evening. So then I go have dinner with my parents, and when I come back to my room around 8 p.m. or something like that, I notice on my phone there's tons of WhatsApp notifications. And at the time I was speaking a lot to my best friend, and so I'm wondering, well, first, who are the texts from? Then I see, it's from my best friend, what's going on? And he's telling me, dude, we got a sale. And I was like, what the hell? We literally got our first sale. We made $50 selling a flat squeeze mop online. And so it gave me hope essentially. Of course, $50 was absolutely nothing, but it gave me hope that I could just do more. That truly you could make money online, that this stuff was real, that it wasn't just some fantasy that the big gurus were promoting, but that we wouldn't have access to it for some reason, or that it was just all lies and too good to be true. So that day changed my life, not because I made 50 bucks on the internet, but because it showed me you can make money online and this stuff actually works. It's like some people, they think we're the only civilization in the whole universe. Well, I mean, you have to be very stupid to think that, because if it happened once, if there could be life on a planet one time, what makes you think we're the only ones? What makes you think we can't replicate it or it's not possible? That's just being so self-centered and so narcissistic and just plain stupid. So with business, the same thing is true. If you're able to get one paying client, you have what we call a proof of concept, meaning people will want to buy that from you again and again. Because we're not so special, you've got to realize that. We all want the same things at the end of the day. Everybody goes to work for the same reasons. They want to provide for their family. They want to get financial freedom. They want to get status. They want to have money. So we're not different, which is good news because that means you can build a business selling one type of product to a specific type of customer. That's what we call a niche. It's a specific group of people with certain goals, desires, and pain points, and they typically face the same obstacles. That's why, for example, if you somehow created a product to help people to cure back pain, plenty of people in the world could buy that product and benefit from it. It's not just one person in the whole universe. Otherwise, business would be extremely complex to pull off. We'd only be able to sell completely custom solutions. But why did I tell you about this dropshipping story? I did that dropshipping business knowing it wasn't going to make me successful. I did that dropshipping business fully knowing this wasn't a good business model. I did this as an experiment because I was curious. I wanted to try it and see. Who knows, maybe I could have become successful with dropshipping. After all, it looked like an easy business model. But when you analyze it in depth, profit margins are very small, 5 to 20% maximum. You need thousands of dollars to spend on the ads, and you don't even have a guarantee of making that money back. Then you're selling the same garbage as literally everyone else. And maybe back then it worked because nobody else was doing this, but nowadays, everyone and their mother is doing this. Not to mention that, if people see your ads, they're just going to go look up the name of the product and buy it cheaper on AliExpress directly, instead of on your cute, pretty website. So dropshipping is absolutely dead in 2025. Unless you build a whole e-commerce brand around it, but really it's not the way that you see on YouTube. If you try to build an e-commerce brand, you need at least 50k in startup capital if you want to be doing this comfortably and to give yourself the highest chance of success. But let's be honest, who's got 50k to start up a business? 99% of people don't. I didn't. I only had like $400 in my bank account back then. And so we eventually gave up on the dropshipping business. We faced so many issues, it honestly wasn't even funny. Our ad accounts would get banned constantly. The products would be out of stock. People would want returns, etc. It was a fucking nightmare. That's why the best online business model you could ever possibly start is pick an interest or a passion that you have, you make content around it, then you sell a passive online course, which can literally sell while you're asleep. That's how I made my first $997 a day when I was 21 years old. I sold the course while I was sleeping. The sale, I got it at 4 a.m. Or the other thing you can sell is what we call a high-ticket coaching program. The advantage of selling a high-ticket program is that since you're doing a sales call, you charge more because you speak to people, it's direct. And on top of that, more people convert. So if you want to sell passive online courses, if you want to make the same amount of money as with a high-ticket coaching program, you need more customers. But the advantage is it sells 24/7. So right now, start to think about what interests do you have, what passions do you have, and how could you make content around it and then sell a passive online course or a high-ticket coaching program. Maybe your purpose in life is to get in the best shape that you can so that you can inspire others to get in shape too and teach them how. People make millions in the fitness industry. Maybe your purpose is to learn everything there is about sleep so you can help other people to cure their insomnia too. Maybe it's to stop jacking off to shitty porn so you can help others to overcome their own porn addiction. As you can see, if you don't improve yourself, you can't really bring value to anyone else. So right now, if you're not making as much money as you want, ask yourself, how much value am I really bringing to others? And if the answer is 0, if you're still stuck in the whole mindset of, oh, I'm just going to get some shitty product from Wish or AliExpress, resell it on my website, run some $5 ads, and that's how I'm gonna make money. At this point, I've told you time and time again that this really doesn't work. I've tried it. I've wasted so much time, so much money. If you don't believe me, feel free to try it. Stick with the bullshit models like dropshipping, print on demand, all this crap, and end up like the 99.9% of people who never make any real money online. If you actually want to make real money, make a content around a topic that feels authentic to you and sell a product related to it and not a physical product. You're allowed to sell physical products and make a killing with it, but only do it when you graduate in the world of business by first selling online courses or high-ticket coaching programs. It's literally the easiest, most profitable, most enjoyable business to pull off. So don't go into more difficult stuff like selling physical products or literally having a software company before you do the easier business models first. You're going to get wiped out. Something that's really important to understand is that you will never make more money as long as you're still fangirling over other people instead of focusing on yourself. The only person you should really compare yourself to is who you were yesterday. I don't have idols. I've never understood people who look up to celebrities like they're living gods. They're just human beings. They just have more money, more status, and more achievements. Like sure, you can admire them because you want to get the same type of achievements, you admire what they've been able to accomplish, but why are you fangirling over these people? I mean seriously, the guys who live and breathe by what Andrew Tate says, or any other guy for that matter, I mean what the hell is wrong with these dudes? They're literally fangirling over other dudes. What about your own opinions? What do you think yourself? Can you think for yourself for 1 second? Or do you have to listen to Daddy Tate or to someone else? Your only idol should be the version of yourself that you want to become, not someone else. And coming back to Tate, yes, Tate was already rich before he started making content, but making content and taking over social media literally made him richer than anything else, any other business model. It made him more money than the webcam business and the casinos, hundreds of millions of dollars, selling a $59 a month membership called Hustlers University. So he understood something that you still don't. The best thing you can possibly sell is an online course or a high-ticket coaching program. So if you want me to personally teach you how I've made thousands of dollars of profit per day by selling online courses and coaching programs so you can do the same, click the link in the description below. I've made a free video which explains everything, and below you can also book a free call with me and we'll see what kind of course you could sell or what kind of passion or interest you could monetize. I'll explain what I'm doing step by step, but this is only for people who want to invest in themselves and see the value of working with a coach. On that call, you'll get the chance to join my paid program if I see that I can help you and we'd be a good fit to work together. So with that being said, click on the link in the description below and I'll see you on the other side.